This segment of the news is brought to you by Smitty's Cards and Coins. Would you like to know what your collectibles are worth? Come by 2281 Postal Road, Unit 4, across from the post office.
Commissioner Dan Chinhoffen tells us about Tuesday's parade to be held in the Calvada Eye here in Pahrump.
Tuesday morning, the VFW will start to serve around 7. They do pancake sausage breakfast usually. The money they raise goes to their charities or food banks and other things. They also, Butch Brasky and I worked with them about 10 years ago, set up this parade. They've always been the backer for it. The parade will step off at 9. You're going to line up at 8. So if you're going to be in the parade, you got to be there by 8. If you haven't filled out an application, go see Linda at Linda Wright at the VFW. She'll give you an application. I think it's $20, $25. There are 5 trophies we're going to give out. I'll be announcing that morning like I've done the past 10 years. And come on out and have a good time and celebrate our independence.
10th annual?
I think it is 10 now. I think it is. It's I started it when I was on the Planning Commission, and that was 06, 07.
So if for people who want to watch the parade, what should they do?
Oh, come early, have breakfast, but get there before 8:30 because about 8:45, 10 to 9, they'll start to close the roads. It's right around the Calvada Eye, lots of shade. Bring chairs if you want. The road's narrow, so you get to be right on top of the entrance and the floats and the cars and whoever else comes out.
And later on that evening, fireworks show?
Fireworks show at Petrick Park. And then all weekend long from Friday to Tuesday, the shooter site is open at the fairgrounds.
What time is it open?
Starts at 8 p.m., goes to 11 or 12, depending on the day. But at 8 p.m. they'll start getting people in, and we got about 16 shooter sites out there, so everybody will get a chance.
All right. Is it open the weekend after too, or just this week?
Nope, just this weekend. Open 5 days, Friday through, and you can find out what weekends is open on the town website.
And also on the 4th of July itself, right?
Oh yeah, on the 4th too. So it's Friday through Tuesday.
A former doctor of the Bronx Lebanon Hospital in New York City opened fire inside the hospital this morning. The gunman killed a woman, wounded several people, and took his own life. The shooter was identified as Dr. Henry Bello, a former doctor at the hospital. The gunman, who was wearing a white lab coat and carrying identification, shot himself on the 16th floor, according to law enforcement officials. The body of a woman who was shot was found near the body of the dead suspect. 5 other people were wounded in the shooting, and 3 of those are in serious condition from gunshot wounds. Public Information Officer for Nevada Highway Patrol, Jason Brazchek, spoke to News 46 about the saturation patrol that will be happening during the Independence Day holiday.
Everyone knows when the holidays come around there's going to be traffic, and of course when it's a holiday there's the chance that we could have impaired drivers on our roadway. So we're joining forces with local police agencies, and what we're going to do is we're just going to saturate the streets with officers, and we're going to try to make the roads as safe as possible for everyone and just get all those impaired drivers and hopefully deter people from driving while impaired. And that's why we like to get the message out to the media, because you spread that message and hopefully people get it, understand, and they'll use ride sharing programs, they'll use a taxi. Family members will, hopefully if they do have a family member that's impaired, is trying to leave, they'll take the keys. We just want everyone to get home safe at the end of the day, and if that means you have to stay at a friend's house overnight, that's going to be a better option for you than driving on our roadways, because if we catch you, you'll be going to jail. You could actually end up injuring yourself or another person. Right. I mean, if you get in a crash in a DUI and you seriously hurt or injure someone or kill someone, you're looking at prison time for sure. There's just no way around it. And if you make that ride, it could be your last ride. So we just encourage everyone to enjoy the holiday, enjoy what Southern Nevada has to offer, but do it responsibly. And it's everyone's responsibility, even if you're not impaired. But if you spot someone who is impaired, you dial 911, or if you're on the freeway, dial star NHP. It goes directly to our dispatchers. People need to know if they do make these calls, they're exempt from the cell phone law because they're reporting an emergency. So if they see someone who they think is impaired, make the call. Better to be safe than sorry. We'll send someone out there. Out in Nye County, they'll send someone out. And that's just what we do. We want to keep the roads safe.
Saturday will begin the legal sales of recreational marijuana here in the state of Nevada. But also on Saturday, minimum wage hikes will take effect in cities, counties, and states across the country. In San Francisco and Los Angeles, the increase is a step towards a minimum wage of $15 an hour. The minimum wage goes up to $14 an hour in San Francisco on Saturday, on the way to $15 an hour next year. In Los Angeles, it raises to between $10.50 and $12 an hour, depending on the size of the business. It will hit $15 for all businesses in 2021. The federal minimum wage is at $7.25 an hour. Congress hasn't raised that in 10 years. We'll have more news after this.